Alright guys, I'm Gizno. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today we are back with some more Miraculous Ladybug. We are back in the season. We've got new episodes on the way, new episodes right now. I've got 2 episodes to watch, so I mean things are going great for me. I don't know when I don't know when Glaciator 2 is going to be able to come out because I'm trying to take things like a little bit slow considering that there's a lot coming up. Doctor Who, Demon Slayer, Ruby. So there's a lot of reaction videos coming up. So I'll try and do things as fast as possible, but if there is a bit of a delay, just kind of understand that. But enough of that, let's talk about Miraculous Ladybug. What happened last time? Simple Man. What is there to say about Simple Man? It was basically filler. And last reaction, like, I got a little bit heated, but that was more towards Thomas's tweets rather than the actual episode. The episode, like, if they want to do a bit of filler, while they did say that every episode would be epic, whatever, it's whatever. Honestly, I'm past it. I'm really excited for the upcoming episodes. This episode, Glaciator, I'm ready to get into the next stuff here. So today now we have Dearest family. I'm expecting that Marinette's family is going to be akumatized, and maybe this could be the episode where she reveals her secret identity to them, or maybe this will be the episode where at least the family confronts her with all the secrets and stuff that she's been keeping since the beginning of this season. I mean, I know she's been keeping obviously the fact that she's Ladybug a secret, but her secrets have been like leaking out a lot more since this season started because she just has so many of them. So hopefully we get to confront that. I'm excited for the drama, so I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get right into the episode. Before that though, real quick, just want to say thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys end up enjoying this video, then you can like the video, comment, subscribe. All those things really help me out, and subscribe unless you guys know when I upload next. So let's not waste any more time and get on with the episode.
Just a normal girl.
Oh, it's an English dub episode. I wasn't expecting that, but okay.
No one knows yet, because I've got a secret.
I feel like I'm so used to the Brazilian dub now. It's like that might as well just be my go-to dub at this point. Oh, starting off with Gabriel. What is that?
Come here, little Akuma, and evilize me.
Huh? Oh, we're getting the collector. Are we?
The magical charm keeps repelling the Akuma.
Oh, he got a charm.
The grimoire is clear. The only
evolved
of the miraculous
Akuma?
are those their holders set for them.
Dual metamorphosis.
Dual metamorphosis. Oh, he got a charm. When did he get a charm?
Akumatize me.
No.
It's no use, Natalie.
So he can't.
Don't forget why you're doing this, Gabriel.
This is crazy. Is he gonna break the charm? That would be so messed up, considering that like we've gotten so many people have gotten a charm.
I can do this.
What the heck? Oh, this is crazy. I like it though. The villains are evolving too.
Akuma, evilize me.
Oh, look at that face. Well, that sucks.
Finally.
That's a shame.
Did it.
Great, he's training in here.
This Ladybug.
The I noticed that the Peacock amulet is very different. That's not how it's done. What is that?
It's delicious. Congratulations.
I mean, it's
First recipe
glowing.
made together your own father and son King's Day galette.
The perfect
Aww.
balance of tradition
And modernity.
Oh, that's great to see. I'm happy about that. Jeez, you got a whole line.
Marinette,
The sweets, Marinette. The sweets.
Made for King's Day. Every year,
King's
same
Day.
same time, whoever finds the charm in their slice gets to wear a golden paper crown.
wonderful. Yeah, please go and try me a little bit.
Yo, she's acting a little bit like
What's going on? Oh, I'm hungry.
she's acting a little bit like Plague, isn't she?
Hey, I get it.
Oh my gosh, they're literally glowing. They remind me of like video game food that like heal your character.
Could I please have a tiny piece of galette?
That's not how it's done. The tradition is that first we sell all the galettes we made, and then we get to enjoy the very last galette together as a family. Until then, all the galettes are for the customers.
That's fair. I'll be honest.
Where's the galette thingy that's giving off that enchanting smell?
We're gonna have to wait until tonight
Tiki,
for the
you
galette,
heard them.
Tiki.
I can't wait that long, Marinette. That smell is so
Tiki,
extraordinary.
relax.
All right,
She's-
I'll go try and get you a piece.
She's like enamored by the smell.
Hi, Tiki.
Talvies.
Nino.
What they don't see won't hurt them.
A quartet of queens
You see?
for King's Galactic
They're healing up.
Girls.
HP reached 100%. Marinette's parents are honestly like very famous, aren't they? Like when it comes to their food. Look at you, Tiki. What's wrong with you?
I must have dropped
You have a
Tiki's
problem with
berry.
sweets.
What happened? Tiki ate them all up. Me? You're accusing me?
Tiki?
You know how much Tiki loves to eat, but do you really understand the Kwami of creation's appetite for food? The pastry your father and his father created together is exceptional, unique. I'm afraid its impact on Tiki will...
Wait,
I'm
what?
sorry to have to tell
Oh,
you
it's
this, but I
unique.
think you don't know Tiki as well as you...
So because it's like a new invention, it's sort of like creation. So she's kind of like
Don't listen to them.
freaking out or
That's not worth
something?
getting upset about when it's so much easier just to go back and get some Colette for
What?
everybody.
Jesus, Tiki. I think that's what's going on. It's like a new invention, so she's like freaking out about it. She's like, oh, I've this taste, I've never tasted it before. Oh my gosh. She makes
Since
Plague
this is an
look
emergency,
calm.
I'm giving you permission to go out.
Oh, you're giving them permission? That's interesting.
So long and the Colette sample smelled so good.
That's how it's done. The Dupang Changs eat the last galette together as a family.
Oh my god, you can't have it, Mir.
Away, you fellow.
God's sakes.
Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I see why he freaked out. Because he had to go back to Chloe empty-handed.
Happy birthday, Marinette!
Oh, is it her
Marinette's
birthday?
last birthday was only a few months ago, and you were there.
Weren't you in China?
Birthday's a birthday, and Galette's Day is Galette's Day.
This cylinder 0 to 300.
Does Marinette have a... What? She's only like 13!
Gina, we're talking about a 14-year-old girl.
14-year-old.
No way, she's going to ride.
Obviously not.
Why not? Nothing.
But in the future, Marinette with a motorcycle, honestly, that'd be so cool if we went into the future and she actually was riding a motorcycle.
There you are. I was just about to bring this galette to the living room.
Marinette will be an adult when she's 21. Until then, she's a
21?
child. To think otherwise, he's raising her all
I don't
wrong.
think
You guys didn't come here to argue again.
Tiki's not acting normal.
It's
Oh
not
my
as if
God.
I didn't try to warn you.
When the great sweet tooth has the munchies, she becomes out of control.
Oh my god, she's a menace today.
Close. I'm starving.
Is Tiki like influencing Marinette when she's transformed?
Everything.
That's interesting. Oh, great.
Fly away
So now he could just... So his Akumas are upgraded now, like easily.
to darkness.
He's unlocked a new power. That's... I mean, it's something that makes sense. Like, if Marinette and everybody can, like, upgrade their powers, then so can him.
Your magical charms won't stop you from getting your powers back.
Oh. Oh, right.
You think they
He had
know
a
Marinette
charm.
better than the others.
I didn't know
To
that
help you figure
Marinette's
this out,
mom had a
I'm
charm, though.
returning your powers to all of you.
Marinette's mom had a charm. I'm surprised. Was that off-screen or not?
Ifana and Chilin, may the strong
Oh, wait.
raise
No.
Marinette as
Never
they
mind. I don't know.
please. But in return, bring me the Miraculous of Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Marinette, I won't let them control your life.
Oh, that looks... I think we've missed an episode. Because that's a cool design, and they're not showing it off as much as they should. Marinette's freaking out because she's so hungry.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
What the heck?
I've got some. I've got them.
Ladybug just stole my galettes.
I just steal these. I've done something terrible. What's gotten into me?
Like my granddaughter.
Oh god. Well, I'm very glad that they use this supervillain form and not Simple Man.
Gallus is mine.
Chat to the rescue. Thank you.
Hey, that looks delicious, m'lady. Save me a piece.
Thanks for the helping hand. I need you to deal with Bakerix. I got an emergency.
Sure, piece of cake.
Her emergency is stuffing her face.
Tiki, what's going on?
Jeez.
So, Sass was right. I don't know you as well as I thought.
So I need more.
Tiki, wait! Tiki, Spots!
Marinette!
Grandma!
Oh, my angels. Thanks to you, I'm the one who found Marinette first.
I want to see more of Marinette's mom. I forgot her supervillain name.
I never thought I'd fool anyone with that silly old drug.
Whoa! Oh! Nice.
He'll soon transform back. Follow him. His miraculous will be the charm in my galette.
What the heck? Okay.
My Marinette.
Marinette doesn't belong to anyone.
Oh, go off.
Come back.
You dropped your galette.
Proves just like the bank. It's not for kids.
There's no way we'll let you impose your bad habits on Marinette. You don't know
Bad
what she
habits.
I'm the only one who knows how to
Ooh.
raise her right. That weird bug just ate my galette.
Tiki! She's just showing herself and everything.
Get your strength back, Play. We're not out of this yet.
God, honestly, Plague looks tamed compared to Tiki.
My family's been re-akumatized. I need you.
You gotta fight through it, Tiki.
Oh, there's only one piece left. It means if I eat it, it'll be all gone. Know how to get more?
What is she doing?
No!
She's using her power.
Without
I'm the Kwami of creation.
What the heck is going on? What the heck did she make? What the heck?
Uh-oh, Sugar Cube's used her power. Sugar Cube?
I'm begging you. Stop this. Control yourself.
On
I'm just making the
biggest
biggest galette in the world.
galette. Oh no, the consequences.
Tiki's got a little case of the munchies again. Little? The last
Again?
time centuries ago when humans discovered chocolate. It rained chocolate mousse for 8 weeks. There's a reason there's also a Kwami of destruction. Come on in.
Oh?
Transform.
Oh, that's so good. Balance. This shows that Tiki needs Plague just as much as Plague needs Tiki. Oh my god, that's a giant galette. God, we're getting so much info on Tiki. That's for Jesus.
Oh no.
What is that? Look at that. That's so weird.
Sass was right, but why didn't you tell me anything?
I was afraid you would think less of me because of my cravings.
Of
God, she
course
has
not. I'll
strong
always like you,
cravings.
Tiki. Everyone has weaknesses, you know. Let me.
Yeah,
help you
Tiki has been
overcome
shown to be
yours.
rather
It's like
perfect
you're always helping me
over the
overcome
years.
Me.
Tiki's got that support
Bravo.
system. Marinette, you're so kind to her.
Spots on.
Marinette.
So, did you guys not notice
with the
the
galette,
giant
Peacock.
sweet?
How's your Kwami? Better?
It won't happen again.
How could
Maybe.
Shadow get to the Dupen Sheng family again?
I did, but maybe he found a way of overpowering their magic. But that's
This
not gonna
is-
stop us from saving them again.
Not good. Considering that now he can do that to anybody, but we'll deal with that later.
Akuma's in the galette. At home.
At home?
Oh.
Stop them from following me.
No, not again.
Stop them from following me. He runs with her. I can't.
Time to de-evilize. Gotcha. Bye-bye, little butterfly.
Would you be my queen, Ladybug?
Oh
With
gosh.
pleasure, kitty cat. Tradition is tradition. Found it.
Oh, these guys. That's sweet though. I miss the English voice actors, I'll be honest. I really like the way that chat said that, you know. Alright. So we're gonna try this again.
I can't
Hopefully it
promise that
works.
these magical charms will protect you from Shadow Moth, but maybe
Yeah.
they'll help you eat your galette in peace. Tiki's controlling herself very well.
Oh.
I'm really sorry, Marinette. I thought
Tiki,
you would never
you're
have one of those
crazy
crazy episodes
powerful. I
again.
mean,
the galette your family
jeez.
created is really an exceptional event in the culinary history of humanity.
That's
I
crazy.
don't blame you, Tiki.
I've given this some thought. I'm sure that I can reduce my cravings if I just eat galettes more often.
Uh-huh. I don't think that's a
Marinette,
solution,
we're
but
really
okay.
Sorry, we all got into an argument about this bike.
None of us thought to ask.
How you were feeling about it. This bike will be awesome in a few years.
Ah! Future?
Electric mini scooter.
Scooter's okay with a helmet, right?
With a helmet. There you go. Perfect.
Emily, my queen. But I will never give up. I will get there, Miraculous. Thanks to the all-powerful forces of destruction and creation, I'll destroy this world that took you from us to build a new one, where we'll never be apart again.
Huh?
We'll succeed, Emily.
Wait, what?
Whatever the cost.
Huh? So, did we get a little bit of a sneak peek in Gabriel's plan? I wasn't expecting that at all. What does he mean by destroy this world and rebuild it? Like some kind of like Naruto Infinite Tsukiyomi type stuff? Or like, is he actually talking about like rewriting the world where Emily, why doesn't he just wake her up with that power? He doesn't need to destroy the whole world. Or is he talking about like the consequences? Like he's willing to destroy the world in order to bring her back. I don't know. We'll have to get into that with the discussion. But as for this episode, it wasn't what I was expecting, but it was still a really good episode. I very much enjoyed it. We got a lot of insight on Tikki. We had, you know, a good Marinette and Tikki bonding session. We also, like, you know, got into more of Marinette's family as well, and maybe their history as well, their own childhoods and how they see Marinette. And I definitely see this not as 100%. Well, no, it definitely wasn't filler, but it wasn't as, I think this kind of like speaks to like why I thought Simple Man wasn't really that good, is because it didn't really focus much on Marinette or Adrian. But this episode, while it did have like exciting things like, you know, Gabriel breaking the Akuma, breaking the charms, and like Tikki stuff, you could also see this as a more like fun, light-hearted episode. Like it wasn't focused on Marinette's struggles or anything like that. It was more Marinette just trying to help out Tikki. So that's why, like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I definitely watched this show to follow Marinette, Adrian, or like maybe one of the kids as they're like getting through, like, you know, maybe getting a Miraculous or something like that. But like the little tiny kids, while it is possible that maybe in the future they might get the Miraculous, if we do get a future episode, which is something that I'm going to talk about in the discussion as well, it's not really something that I want to focus on. I'd rather focus on the kids that, you know, can actually become superheroes today. So this was a good episode overall is what I'm trying to say. I really enjoyed it, even though it didn't really, like, you know, focus on the angst of Marinette or like Alia or Adrian or anything. Like it was more Marinette trying to help out Tikki and us learning more about Tikki as well. So there's a lot to discuss in the discussion, so we're gonna jump to that now. Alright, so here we are with the discussion. We start off with Gabriel, which you always know if you're starting an episode off with Gabriel, it's gonna be good. We see that Gabriel is testing out whether he can maybe break Ladybug's charm, which I'm wondering when he got this charm, because we haven't seen an episode where he got akumatized since season 2. Season 2, I believe. I'm not sure when he actually got a charm, because Marinette only started giving out charms during this season. This could have taken place during like Gabriel Agrest, but I'm a little bit hesitant to believe that, because Gabriel Agrest took place a long time, like way in the beginning of the season. And this is, I'm pretty sure, supposed to take place like near the end of this season. So why would it take Gabriel so long to start testing out whether or not he can use the charm? So that's what's making me a little hesitant to believe that. It could be an episode that we just haven't heard of yet, or maybe it is Gabriel Agrest and, you know, the show, the writers were just like, oh yeah, let's just wait until episode 20 to have him start, like, you know, testing his Akumas. So not sure when he got the charm, but he has one now, and he's trying to akumatize himself, but the thing's just not letting him. And you have Natalie here helping as well. She's looking through the Miraculous book and like trying to figure out how to help Gabriel out. And she says that, hey, if Ladybug can upgrade her powers, then so could Shadow Moth, which is something that didn't like click for me. It's like, hey, yeah, why can't everybody upgrade their powers? So I'm hoping out of this we get more upgraded abilities as well from Alia, more specifically from Adrian. That'd be really cool to see. Like if Marinette is able to create these charms, maybe Chat can I don't know, destroy an Akuma. Well, I guess you don't want to destroy the Akumas because they're actual butterflies. But I don't know, maybe like he's able to fire cataclysms instead of having to touch things. Maybe that's a possibility. But yeah, this just opened up a lot of doors to the fact that more than just Ladybug can upgrade her abilities. And then you have Gabriel during this whole time just basically training and like trying to create an Akuma that can break the charm. Something I did notice also in this scene is the brooch that he has, the Peacock brooch. We see that it's very different from when it's just standing by itself, and also when Natalie's wearing it. So that's something that we've seen before with the Bee Miraculous. It changed its color or changed its shape or something when Zoe was wearing it as opposed to Chloe, and I think some other times as well. Alia also when she was wearing the earrings. I think this is a different. I think this is new for Miraculous, because I'm pretty sure when Adrian and Marinette wore each other's Miraculous, it didn't change. It remained the same. So whatever the case, it looks really snazzy on him. I really like the color, the gold and red. I think it's really good. I don't know if this is like a hint towards something, maybe in the future. But yeah, I think it looks really good on him. So we see him like over and over again trying to, we have Natalie first of all hyping him up big time, like, hey, remember why you're doing this, and basically like just being his #1 hype man. And we see Gabriel actually gaining more power and creating a new Akuma that's able to break the charm. So like I said, this is a bit of like a training scene for him. So he breaks the charm and is able to akumatize himself. So this is pretty big, because the whole time I was saying that Marinette can break the Akumas, or since Marinette can defend against the Akumas, Shadow Moth or Gabriel's time it's up. Like by the end of the season, I suspect that he's going to be done. But if he's able to break the charms, we might have another season with Gabriel once again being the villain, which I'm a bit like 50-50 on. Like, for one thing, I'm really glad that the villains are improving and they're getting stronger and more fearsome. I like that. But at the same time, I was really hoping that Gabriel would be done and we'd be moving on to a new villain. But there's a chance that Gabriel might be here to stay. And with that comes new powers, hopefully. But yeah, now we can suspect we'll be seeing some old villains. Maybe Chloe will get akumatized again. I'm pretty sure. I mean, remember Lila? Remember her? She used to be in this show. Maybe she'll get akumatized. She didn't even get her charm yet because she hasn't been akumatized. So she could be an akumatized victim. Like, all I'm saying is the whole returning villain thing isn't over yet. So now we get to spend some time with Marinette's family. This is basically what the episode is centered around. And we also get a look at this new creation that has never been made in human history. So right now they're making history right here in this small little kitchen. And it looks honestly like really good. Like I mentioned how it looks similar to like when like video games would have food be like a way to maybe revive a character or like gain their HP. Like you even see it like when Marinette is feeding everybody, you see everybody like, you know, seemingly like leveling up when they're taking a bite out of the food. So I think this looks like really good, and I like the whole effect here. If anybody watched Doctor Who, this looks like regeneration right now, regeneration energy. We know that Thomas is a big fan of Doctor Who, references it a lot in this show, so maybe that is another reference towards that. But yeah, you see everybody here loving it. They have the golden crowns, which at first I didn't really understand, but apparently it's like referencing the whole contest that they're doing as well with the charm. Which is a bit strange because the charm ended up being in the food that they brought home. So that seemed a little bit sketchy to me. Like this whole contest and nobody actually had the charm in their food. So there was no way that anybody could win. Obviously, I know that it was made at random and it was just by chance. But it's just a bit, you might not want to reveal that to the public. So yeah, you see this long line here and it just reminds you that Marinette's family is actually like pretty famous and like very like renowned in Paris, so that's pretty good. And I'm pretty sure this is like a actual bakery to an extent, obviously. That I'm pretty sure the owners aren't in the show, but I'm pretty sure this is an actual building, and maybe it's like a baking shop. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's pretty cool that Marinette's family is so famous. And then we also have fake Minot right here. We've seen her. Oh no. There are 3 Minots in this show. There's the original, the redhead, and then this girl. Like it's a bit weird, but it's fine. It's fine. So you have Tikki here, and at first, like, this looks pretty innocent. Like, okay, yeah, she's just hungry. She likes sweets. It probably tastes good. It's fine. But you notice that she starts to be a bit much. We'll get to that soon. So you see, and you see everybody like warning that Marinette about Tikki's her craving habits. So I thought that's something that I do like, because like I said, I feel like Tikki has been seen as very perfect. Like she's basically like Marinette's moral compass. Like she's there to help her, but we never really see Marinette really helping Tikki as far as I remember. Maybe there's like 1 episode. So I think it's really cool how like Tikki's sort of like breaking down those walls, and she's obviously like she doesn't want to break down those walls. Like she's very ashamed, but like it's cool to see more of Tikki and like more fleshed out Tikki, because she is supposed to be this perfect being. You know, she's the first Kawami. She's probably like one of the first things that's ever existed. So like, you know, she has this like responsibility, I feel, to be like, oh, I have to be seen as like the perfect being, the one that everybody's supposed to look at and be like, I want to be like that, and like, you know. But like, so I feel like you can definitely feel that shame when she's like, oh god, I really don't want you to see me like this. The reason why I didn't tell you is because like I'm not supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be perfect. But obviously, like, by now all the Kawamis know about Tikki's habits, so I think she's just trying to keep that away from as many people as possible. But yeah, it's just something I do like, you know, she's flawed like anybody else. And yeah, so you definitely see her you definitely see a different side of her in this episode. And like I said, like Plagg in comparison, like Plagg is more open to just like, he likes cheese and he's not afraid to show it, right? As opposed to Tikki, who bottles it all in. But like definitely when Tikki does get hungry, she just completely overshadows Plagg's hunger by a mile. Like it's definitely like, it's very interesting. I definitely like their dynamic, all of them. Like I'm really glad that we're getting in this season like a closer look into the Kawamis. So also something else that is highlighted is Marinette's family. Like I am honestly not that disappointed that Marinette didn't get that confrontation that I was hoping for. You know, Marinette, her secrets leaking out and her family noticing and starting to get worried and then getting akumatized. I'm not that upset about it, because what we got instead was also pretty good. And if in the end, like, you know, we don't get that confrontation, I don't feel like that's something that's like 100% needed in the show, since I'm more invested in the whole like Adrian Marinette thing rather than Marinette and her family. While I am interested in them, which, you know, helps with this episode, I'm not like, oh yeah, we need that confrontation between Marinette and Tom, you know. It's not something that I'm like going crazy about, but we do get a lot of insight in this family nonetheless, and I feel like we also get an insight on how they were all raised, you know. So we have Tom, who's very overprotective over his daughter. You can look at that as like, you know, Marinette's grandfather being very overprotective over Tom, and at the same time I feel like as well, like there was a lot of talk with about like, you know, she's my daughter, okay, you can't take control of this, she's my daughter, I'm the one that makes the decision for that. And obviously if a grandparent goes too far, I feel like a parent, you know, is in their right to be like, okay, I parent her, you know, as long as it's healthy, you know, I parent my kid the way that I want and the way that I feel is right. You know, you did your job, now it's my turn. But this also could be leaning towards their relationship as well. Like we know Marinette's grandfather is very strict and very into tradition, you know, so you can definitely imagine, you know, especially with Tom being so modern, definitely imagine them butting heads over this. Like, you know, Tom's dad constantly trying to run Tom's life, and, you know, at a point like he was like, okay, enough is enough, you know, I'm not gonna let you take control of my own family, like my own daughter as well. Like I'll parent her the way that I want to parent her. That's the kind of like thing that I was seeing here, which I think is very interesting. Miraculous Ladybug, you know, is really good with sort of having underlying messages as well, and like making their characters very human. So we also have, you know, Tom's father, and like what we got from Marinette's grandmother, talking about how Tom's dad's dad, Marinette's grandfather, his dad was also like very overprotective and very strict. So you can definitely see, like, you know, the apple didn't fall far from the tree, and that's how he decided to raise Tom, and that's how he wants to help raise Marinette, like, you know, with strictness and rules and stuff like that. So yeah, and then after that we have Marinette's mom, who is like, all right, motorcycle, obviously very dangerous. But at the same time, I feel like you guys are way too strict with her as well. And like Tom can actually be a bit strict with Marinette, which, like I said, apple doesn't far from the tree. He doesn't want to be 100% like his dad, obviously, because like I said, Tom is very modern. But he can't help but be a little bit strict and a little bit not strict, but like more just like overprotective, you know. Tom is like a fluffy bear, but maybe a bit too suffocating, you know. So that's what Marinette's mom is focused on. Like, I forgot her name, unfortunately, but that's what Marinette's mom is like can't agree with. And I like how, like, you know, she's not only talking about the grandparents, but also looking at Tom like, hey, I think that you're overprotective as well. Like I said, it's very human, it's very realistic, and I definitely do like that. As far as insight towards, you know, her past, you could definitely look at that as, you can look at it as like back then she was also restricted from doing a bunch of things as well, and maybe her parents were also overprotective, so she doesn't want the same thing for her daughter. Like, she constantly goes like, Marinette is her own person, she can do this, she can do that. So you can definitely feel like, you know, maybe she's taking stuff from her own childhood. When she was growing up, she was very like constricted and very like bottled down, and like, you know, maybe also forced under tradition, so she doesn't want the same thing for her daughter. So I think that's also like really cool and really interesting. And then finally we have Marinette's grandmother, who is just completely over the top and buying her a motorcycle, just being like, it's fine, she's 14, it's fine, she can ride a motorcycle, she's free to do whatever. Which obviously, you know, same thing, look at her background, maybe she was also somebody who was chained and, like, you know, constrained by her, constricted by her parents. But I definitely do like how the grandparents are the two extremes, and then you have the parents who are not as extreme, but still, like, you know, not where Marinette is, you know, not even asking Marinette what does she want. That's basically the problem between this like four-way argument. Nobody looked at Marinette and went, what do you want? So yeah, I just thought that was very interesting insight into Marinette's family, and, like, you know, getting to know them a lot more. Also, as for the motorcycle, this, I mean, I said it like sort of as a joke, but at the same time not as a joke, if that makes sense. But it'd be pretty cool if, like, we get a future episode, we see future Ladybug and she's riding a motorcycle. Like, Marinette even says, like, maybe in a few years I'll ride a motorcycle. So we'll get to see like some like Ladybug mobile or something like that. I think that'd be really cool. Or maybe Alex will come from the future and be like, oh yeah, you let me ride your motorcycle every now and then. You know, something like that. So I think that would be pretty cool. But I honestly think like they're really hinting towards that actually being a thing. So here's hoping that we get like a future episode or something like that. So something else that we found out today was the fact that Kawamis can affect their holders when they're, you know, fused, when they're transformed, which I find very interesting, you know, because we haven't actually seen that before. For the most part, the Kawamis have been pretty peaceful, you know, they haven't really gone to the extreme, but I feel like this is very much hinting towards something like that happening. And honestly, it made me think of like immediately like Duru and Dusu, you know, how they're being taken over by the bad guys, and how could it be possible that maybe they're not as good as we thought, but I don't know. Because how are they able to fool like the Kawamis for all this time? Because all the Kawamis think that Dusu and Nuru are like, you know, they're good Kawamis. So I don't think they'll be able to, you know, fake that for so long. But maybe that's possible. Like, maybe Nuru is influencing Shadow Moth to an extent. And maybe this is hinting towards that. Like, definitely the thing with these episodes, while they're not like, you know, plot heavy, 100% plot all the time, they definitely lay seeds for future episodes. So there is a chance that we'll see this again, and maybe a Kawami that we haven't met before, or maybe one of the Kawamis that we have met, like, I don't know, the Fox Miraculous or something like that, will be like, you know, acting up, and then when like Alia or somebody fuses with them, that mindset, that villainy is suddenly directed into the holder's brain, so now they're evil as well. That's just something to consider. The thing with this though is like she has this evil face on, but like obviously Tikki is not evil. She's just very like hungry and very out of control. And Marinette just like mirrors that. Like you see, even like when she's like stealing all that food, like she's like, man, I'm doing something so horrible, but I can't help myself. So like you can still have that sense of right and wrong, which I think Tikki does as well. So I'm wondering like if a Kawami doesn't have that sense of right and wrong, or like they have that sense but they don't care. I'm wondering if the holder is also gonna have that as well. I think that's very, very possible. It's just something to look out for. Like that's honestly really interesting. Hopefully we get to see that again. Like I said, these episodes, like they leave the seed in the show. So like when it happens in the show, we're like, oh, we got a hint of that, like in Dearest family. So that's just something really cool to see. So now we have the new and improved Akumas. Now it doesn't take that much power to create them, and he's able to just like make a new Akuma without that much of a problem. Like the first time it was a bit harder, but now that he's got it, he's fine. So I imagine like any charm is able to be broken, so he can bring in anybody that he wants. Chloe, Zoe, any of them, which I think we should be looking out for in the finale. I think that's when it's going to be brought up. And I think that the team up here is really good, obviously because of the fact that they are family, but also because, like, you know, I really do like their power sets all together. I just wish that we got more, like, it would be cool if we got like combo attacks with these guys. Like we have the grandpa's bread, and then also we have like the vines from the dad, you know. Just a little bit more combo attacks in all these. But other than that, I think that the team up was really good here. Something that was unfortunate though, is Marinette's mom, her villain form being revealed just nonchalantly. I'm guessing that's because we had an episode with her transforming into a villain, but they skipped that, or it's not finished, you know, being animated yet. So yeah, unfortunately this is very similar to like that party episode where we got like Luca's transformation, I believe, and like Max's transformation just like nonchalantly brought up, leaving all of us just be like, wait, what the heck is going on? So that was a shame. Like we even see here Marinette's mom has a charm, just like the grandfather. We saw Simple Man, but we haven't seen her episode yet, so I guess that's something to look out for. But I guess I'll talk about her transformation. I think it looks really cool. Honestly, it's a really good design. We didn't really get that much of a look into her powers. Like I think she had something with wind, but hopefully in her episode it'll be a lot more, you know, it'll showcase a lot more of her abilities and stuff like that. But it is a shame that her episode was skipped. Maybe this is when we're gonna see that confrontation with with Marinette and her family. Maybe Marinette's mom is gonna be so worried, and then after that she's going to get akumatized. That's a possibility. I don't know. But once again, shame that episode was skipped. So I'm pretty sure this is funny, but I'm pretty sure this episode took place after our current episode. So I'm pretty sure like Nino's episode happened and everything. And if that's true, then it looks like Chat Noir in this episode is pretty chill, pretty alright. We saw Simple Man as well. He was pretty cool. He was fine as well there too. But obviously, of course, him being like sad boy Adrian is very much something that we still have to look out for. But it's cool to see in this episode, and in some episodes, he's fine, you know, he's not like angsty, he's just happy to be there. And he was a really big help in this episode as well, which we will get into. So this is absolutely insane. We finally see it. We see Tikki using her powers without transforming, without fusing with her holder. And it's very, very cool. Like, it's really cool when they get to it. Look at that. So what is that? It's gonna be right here, or right here. What is that? Because I have a clue. Maybe this is hinting towards a possible like final transformation for Ladybug, or is this maybe like the first Ladybug, or is this just like creation incarnate in a way or something like that? I don't know, but it looks like really cool. Let me see it again as well. But this is very interesting. I feel like this is definitely something. And then yeah, we see Tikki creating a giant, I forgot what the dessert is called, but creating a giant version of it that just like covers the whole earth, or covers at least like all of like all of the planet that is facing the sun right now. And I'm just wondering, like, other countries, other cities that are just going like, what the heck is going on? Is that a giant ladybug dessert? What is happening right now? Like, Paris is kind of like, it's getting a little bit extreme, don't you think? That's a great shot. That is a great shot right there. Oh my god, absolutely insane. And then you have Plague. You're like, oh no, it's Tikki. She's got into her cravings. The last time she did that was like, what did he say, like a millennia ago or 1,000 years or something? And back then, like, and like it rained like chocolate for like a week or something like that. Like, jeez. Something that was really cool to see was Plague going like, this is why there's a Kawami of destruction, just like there's a Kawami of creation. So it just shows that balance. Like, Tikki needs Plague just as much as Plague needs Tikki. And maybe Plague needs Tikki a bit more because he's a bit more like rambunctious, but like Tikki does get into that extreme moments every now and then when that happens, Plague will be there to help her. So it just continues to show like, and I definitely think that Thomas was aware that people would be like, man, Adrian's getting the short end of the stick here and Adrian feels so useless. But at the end of the day, balance needs to be restored. Balance needs to always be there. So where there's a Ladybug, there also has to be a Chat Noir, because if there isn't, like, this could happen. Oh my god, that's so cursed. But yeah, so we also got to see Chat Noir going at it in his space form. And like, actually I want to save this. This might be my thumbnail. But yeah, I definitely did like this a lot. It was really great and extreme and grand, like just completely over the top, and I loved it a lot. And then we get like that cool bonding session with Marinette and Tikki. I really did like that. Like I said, like Tikki or Marinette could definitely be that support system that Tikki needs, just like Tikki is for Marinette. And I definitely do like how strong their bond has grown since then. So yeah, everybody gets a charm. The grandfather gets a new charm, which is something to note. And Marinette now is like, hey, listen, not sure if this will work, but for now you're good. Maybe. But honestly, like, everybody's basically back to square one. Nobody's safe anymore. But it's interesting to see, to say the least. Like, I'm excited to see where this is going for sure. And then we get this last scene. We've been getting a lot of like post credits scenes with Gabriel, and we see him talking to Emily, and it's just like, the power of creation, the power of destruction. I will use it to destroy the world and recreate it, and like, you know, basically saying, I'll destroy the world, recreate it into a world where you're here. Which is like, is that your actual plan? Like, it doesn't really make much sense, because why can't you just make her better? Like, have her, like, make a cure that would make her better, or like something. Like, if you have all this power, I doubt destroying the world and recreating is something that you have to do. But it might just him being like over dramatic and just basically saying that I'll do whatever it takes to bring you back, which is just like, feel bad for Adrian, because it feels like he's just leaving him behind. It's like, yeah, I'll destroy the world and then bring you back. Oh yeah, and our son is somewhere over there or something, not that important. But yeah, just, oh god, it just shows how determined he is. This episode was really good. We have some good lore, good Gabriel moments, an insight on Marinette's family, and just a stronger bond between Tikki and Marinette. Also, we got a little bit of Adrian as well with Plague. I thought this was a pretty solid episode for sure. A lot better than Simple Man, and just really solid. That's basically it. Tell me what you guys thought about the episode down in the comment section down below. Tell me what you guys thought about my discussion, my theories, my reaction, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, bye.